The inaugural World Series of Mahjong was held by World Mahjong Limited in Macau last year. It was a triumph. 270 players from 10 different countries participated in the historical event.
This year, World Mahjong Limited once again is proud to present the World Series of Mahjong. With a record-breaking number of entries, players from 15 different countries, including China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Macau, Japan, and the United States, all gather in Macau to fight for the title of World Mahjong Champion.
World Series of Mahjong 2008 is a 3-day event. It consists of 1 preliminary round, 7 elimination rounds, and 1 final round. Only half of the total players in each round will advance. And of course, the last remaining 4 players will battle for the championship in the final session.
The tournament groupings are picked randomly by the computer. The top players of each round will advance into the next round. All of last year's finalists are returning to Macau once again. The Hong Kong trio, champion He Zhonglai, runner-up Lau Laifan, and third runner-up Jie Jizhong have safely booked their places for this year's tournament. Let's hear what they have to say before the tournament begins.
機會始終係咁多參賽者嘅之一。
信心應該一定要有嘅。係啦，所以應該今年難打好多。
And last year's second runner-up, Yu Xiaoping, the daughter of Yu Tian, Taiwan's popular singer in the 60s, will be leading the charge of the Taiwanese.
Total prize money offered this year is an astonishing $1 million. The champion takes home $500,000 in cash, plus the $150,000 Hong Kong dollar champion's necklace. The first and second runners-up will each receive $150,000 and $80,000 respectively. The purse for the third runner-up is $50,000. Even those placed from 17th to 32nd will receive $5,000 each.
Elite Mahjong players from around the globe all gather in Macau, eager for the competition to begin. Last year's second runner-up, Yu Xiaoping, is here with her mother, Li Yaping, and her grandmother. 3 generations of Mahjong enthusiasts who this year lead the charge of the 12 Taiwanese players. Mahjong powerhouse Hong Kong is led by last year's first runner-up, Lau Laifan. This year, she's joined by her 28-year-old son, Chiu Yun-chun. Mother and son hope to win big this year. Tong Kim Wing, who was among the final 32 players last year, is here with 7 other family members.
Besides the Chinese, many players from various countries also entered this year's competition. The ones to watch are American-born computer game designer and Japan's representative Garth Nelson and poker champion Man Li Wan. Also keep your eye on the Japanese trio Shigeru Aono, Daishiro Otsubo, and Kimito Kugimiya. These 3 will be a major force in the early rounds. There's also Austria's Otto Mislevich and American-Chinese Tony Chow from California.
Asian celebrities have come to Macau too. Taiwan's TV host Su Nailin is participating for the 2nd time.
Yes, and as expected, he brought along a bevy of beautiful Taiwanese stars. With his great love of Chinese culture, it's not a surprise to see Australian-born Hong Kong actor Gregory Rivers joining the competition. Let's hear what they all have to say.
明天你会看到我，我希望你后天还可以看到我。
是打麻将，虽然牌技很重要，但是运气还是很重要。听说日本的选手非常的厉害，所以我希望我明天第1輪嘅時候也不要碰到他們，這樣子我可以安全地晉級。
其實係想享受多過話想贏嘅，咁其實都幾開心同佢哋一齊玩嘅。
好有信心。
Day 3我最少都去到 Day 3。
So, how is the game played? Here are the rules. The game is pretty similar to last year's, with 13 tiles on hand and no flowers. The winning score is 3 times the pattern value of the hand. Everybody pays if the winning tile was self-drawn. A total score of less than 30 points is split equally. If the total score is over 30 points, then each player first pays the winner 30 points, and the one who discarded the winning tile pays the rest.
What's different about this year's tournament is that a chicken hand, which means a hand that does not contain any patterns and is worth only 1 point, is not allowed to win. The lowest winning hand is 5 points. The lowest scoring patterns are all sequence, concealed hand, and no terminals. Pure 1 suit scores a minimum of 100 points, and for the highest scoring patterns, 9 gate scores the maximum of 480 points, Big 4 win scores 400 points, and 13 terminals scores 320 points.
It is said that all are equal when it comes to competition. Whether it's the Japanese, last year's prize winners, or celebrities, all are here for the same thing, the $150,000 Hong Kong dollar champion's necklace and the prize money that totals $1 million. Everyone is ready for a serious Mahjong battle. The competition officially begins when CEO of World Mahjong Limited, John Hardiman, and the reigning champion and runner-up ring the bell.
预备1、2、3
Since chicken hand is not allowed and there is no quick way to win, everyone is being cautious in the early rounds. Even the reigning champ, Hui Zhonglai, is really struggling on the first day and is not confident in making it to the next round. Whom the computer assigns you to play with is also an important factor. If grouped with weak opponents, you're likely to attain higher scores. Since all scores are carried forward to the next round, it's important to score high points. It doesn't look like luck is on the side of this Japanese player. Okay, let's have a look at the hands of these 4 Japanese players.
Takaharu's hand is a mixture of all suits, so it will take a while for him to complete his hand.
It looks like Hui Zhonglai has the best hand. And he's all smiles. He has the triplets for 3 dots and a green dragon and is waiting for either a 5 or 8 bamboo tile to win.
Well, of course, he should be happy with the points from the 2 concealed triplets. Uh-oh, the player wearing eyeglasses looks to have a worse hand than the Japanese player.
He's got a 5-dot tile and will discard the 4 bamboo tile. Okay, let's see how Hui Zhonglai is doing. He just drew a 3-character tile but won't be keeping it.
There's a higher chance for him to win the hand with the 5 or 8 bamboo tile.
Okay, let's see how our friend in the eyeglasses is doing. He just drew a 5-dot tile. I think it's going to be tough for him.
Well, he seems to be creating the pure 1 suit with dots. He's not letting go of any of them.
Now he's discarding the 5 bamboo and waiting for the 7 bamboo. Hui Zhonglai gets a self-draw and scores 15 points with this hand. Last year's champion seems to be doing well in the first day of the competition. It's still a tough fight for him as his opponents are also performing well. Everybody can see that on the board.
Now let's join this table. Koyo, a competitor from Japan, is doing great in this round. Even Tong Kim Wing and Kenneth Loy are being troubled by her. I wonder if it's because she looks so cute with her ponytails and big eyes. It must be hard for them to concentrate. Last year's 3rd runner-up Zhe Jichong is also in deep trouble playing with these 3 ladies. He was losing big time in the previous cycle. He needs to be careful with this hand, and boy, does he look worried. The rising star of the first round is Chong Haihua, a professional Mahjong player from China. What was so amazing about his performance is that he scored the highest, even beating last year's champion Hui Zhonglai.
Guangdong's Chong Haihua is definitely leading the pack with 1,140 points, including a big win of 480 points. This 1,140 points sets a record for the highest score out of the 14 rounds in the 2 years of the competition. As you can see on the board, last year's winner Hui Zhonglai is only doing so-so and only managed to rank 94th.
Last year, Taiwan TV host Su Nailin survived the early rounds and finished among the last 32, but this time it's a different story. Even though he's ranked highest among the male celebrities, Lady Luck is not on his side, and he makes an early exit in the first round. The result caught everyone by surprise. Sadly, it was time to say bye-bye.
Let's check out Xu Nailin's hand. He claimed the 4-5-6 bamboo sequence and has the north wind for eyes. What he needs is the 3 or 6 dots to win. And he draws a 5 dot, but discards it, preferring to wait for the 3 or 6 dot. Yu Xiaoping looks really bored. She claims the 5 dot, but is missing the eyes and so can't win. This player draws a 9 bamboo and then discards it. He draws a 3 bamboo tile for a 1-2-3 bamboo sequence. It's now Xu Nailin's turn, but he has no use for the 1 dot. The opposite opponent claims it as a pong, and he's now waiting to win with a 2 bamboo or 8 character. He has a high chance of winning. Xu Nailin's luck is still not improving. Yu Xiaoping draws a 6 bamboo but can't discard the 4 bamboo as it will only be a chicken hand. She has to discard the 3 bamboo, but that's what Xu Nailin needs to win. A north wind, but that's all right, as it's only an eye for Xu Nailin. It's his turn. He gets a 2 dot, but that's no good since we all know that Yu Xiaoping has 3 dots. But there's a high chance she might get rid of 1. And she does. So Xu Nailin wins the hand. She has to create an all-sequence pattern in order to win, so she didn't have a choice, and Xu Nailin wins with a 5 points all-sequence.
So Xu Nailin's quest for the crown has ended. The reigning champion and first runner-up are also in trouble in the early rounds. Many dark horses are emerging in the tournament. We will have more after the break. After a day of intense Mahjong playing, we have the result of the first day of competition, and it's not the favorites out in front. Most of the celebrities and last year's winners advanced into the second day of competition. Reigning champion Hui Zhonglai is not having an easy time. Last year, his reserved approach worked perfectly, but it looks like he can't really recreate the magic. He barely makes it to the second round.
應該就都係穩紮穩打嘅，都應該係算過得去嘅。今次因為嗰計分法咧，就可以帶1半分入去啦，咁變咗啲人啲分數個墊底嗰度多咗好多，咁變咗咧係影響咗我自己嘅估計嗰情況。
Guangdong's Chen Haihua is this year's unexpected top performer. This Mahjong expert maintains his composure in every situation, whether he's playing at the TV table or at the other tables. He's able to handle it extremely well.
轉熱片應係嗰鋪3連黑嘅碰碰虎嘅小3同黑，差唔多500分。今日冇諗住攞幾多分，盡量守住今日啲。
Now let's take a look at how Chen Haihua handles his opponents.
He's sharing the table with Austrian competitor Oslo Mislevich.
We've not had a chance to watch these players before. We've previously introduced Chen Haihua. Having scored such high points, it will be interesting to watch how skilled a player he is.
This player is called Yun San. At the moment, there have only been 2 claims, 1 sequence and 1 pong. He draws a 5 bamboo and gets rid of the 8 bamboo. That tile is claimed by his opponent. This lady is called Lo Wai Mun. She has a good hand with pairs of west tiles and white dragon tiles.
Yun San draws a 6th character. Now, what should he get rid of? He should throw out the 7 bamboo, but he threw the 3 character instead.
Both tiles are just as good. He doesn't need the 5 dot and draws a 7 dot. That's good.
Well, that is an end tile. Now, Otto Mislevich is beginning to look a little worried.
Well, you're right about that. Chen Haihua claims a 5 bamboo Kong and draws a useless south tile. Otto Mislevich's hand has not changed much. Yun San draws the 3 character again. Chen Haihua claims a 5 bamboo Kong and discards a 9 bamboo. He keeps the 1 bamboo pair. All right, that's a win with a 3 dot. Cheng Haihuan's win is 5 points with a 5 bamboo Kong for a total of 15 points.
Cheng Haihuan continues to be a strong competitor. Su Nailin, on the other hand, didn't do so well and was kicked out of the tournament on the first day. How about the Taiwan ladies? Han Hui-ru, Kong Mingjie, and Zhao Honggao have had better luck and all have made it to the second round. The rules this year are different from last year, and this has undoubtedly affected them somewhat. Let's find out what they have to say.
影响太大了，但我发觉坐上麻将桌的那一刹那，脑子是一片空白的，然后你就觉得说要5分才可以胡，其实还蛮困难的。
昨天是初赛，那初赛的分数要算1/2到今天，那其实我昨天是负分的，但是呢，我又听到有人讲说去年的第1名，他也是从负分，就是吊车尾开始打到第1名。 信心大增，
就是其实多了3张牌，所有的规则是都不一样的。但是我这几天这样子研究下来，我觉得13张真的很有趣。
Although Hong Kong actor Gregory Rivers practices on the internet and plays with his wife and mother-in-law regularly, he also failed to get past the first round. He wasn't sore about his loss, however, and tells us he has enjoyed the experience greatly.
其實咧，我好多年即係同外母同埋屋企人打㗎啦，都係過節先打咁。但係我記得頭幾年咧都會間唔中會發脾氣㗎啦，因為我永遠摸翻啲牌咧都係唔得嘅，即係好多色同埋唔連續㗎啦。咁今晚都係咁，所以想食啲靚啲嘅牌都係冇得食㗎啦。咁但係我都係玩下嘅，咁都好特別㗎啦，咁多人一齊打一個地方。
So after the first round, the two TV artists, Gregory Rivers and Su Nailin, are out. Although Cheng Haihuan stole the show on the first day, he faced tough challenges in round 2.
Round 2 gave birth to a new strong frontrunner, Jackie Chanjakit from Hong Kong.
混一式小三風，混一式對糊小三風。 咁樣喎，600鬆啲分，希望 keep 住啦。鋪都難打㗎啦，其實不過就即係要小心啲打咯，每一鋪都要小心啲打，有時即係要即係 save 啲，自己 keep 住安全啲打啲安全啲嘅牌咁樣，唔好將之前輸咗嗰啲分輸埋出去。
Hui Zhonglai, the reigning champion and the favorite at this year's tournament, could not make it past the second round.
咁認為咧，我總要盤住 keep 住一個正數咧，我就可以晉級啦咁。 點知就係計差咗啲啦呢啲，咁開頭已經係輸咗40分喺度，咁我諗住都追翻啦。我係計咗條數應該係正數，我正數可能正120分咁少啦，咁樣啦，所以佢話128嗰位都係要正38，咁即係啱啱輸咗少少咁樣。
Last year's runner-up, Lau Lai Fan, shared the same fate as Hui Zhonglai, exiting the tournament on the second day.
因為咧係今次嘅計分係有啲唔同啦，即係譬如係上次咧就係都係帶1/4分，即係第一 round 咧贏咗係1/4分落嚟第2 round， 但係今次咧係可以帶1/2咧，變咗如果上一局咧贏咗嗰陣時咧，佢即係有利嘅因素好大咯，即係大咗好多咯。主要自己嘅牌咯，亦都係個牌咧就本身自己就攞唔到咩特別好嘅牌咯，即係都食咗2鋪係超過100分嘅牌㗎啦已經。咁但係咧，其餘嗰啲即係只能夠兜轉去做啲即係有5分牌啫。咁但係人哋咧已經或者好齊手，突然間即係好快食，同埋可以做到一條龍啊，或者係呢個2般高啊咁樣。不過總括嚟講咧，今次可能啲賽手嘅水準都係高咗啲嘅。不過其實幾好玩嘅，係對人一個好大嗰種挑戰啦，係幾好玩嘅時候。
These are the rankings after 8 cycles. In first place is Jackie Chanjakit. In second is Lin Pingping from the USA. European champion Otto Mislevich and last year's champion Hui Zhonglai have failed to make it to the next round.
Everyone is talking about the exit of the reigning champion and last year's runner-up after the second day of competition. The only remaining favorites are the 3rd and 4th place finishers from last year, Yu Xiaoping and Zhe Zichong.
With only 64 players remaining, everybody kicks into full gear. In the first cycle, Zhe Zichong plays against Ng Lengping at the TV table. Ng Leung-ping was the top player in round 3 with 623 points and advanced to the 4th round. He actually doesn't play much of this style of Mahjong.
Wow, look at that. He's already won a hand so early in the game.
Yeah, he has 5 points from the Kong and 5 points from the no terminals, so that's 10 points. And multiplying by 3 gives him a grand total of 30 points.
因為我好少打呢個麻雀嘅，比較上一年即係我係喺澳門打過第2次，之前未打過嘅，有啲信心嘅。
Let's look at the last 64 players' rankings. In first place is Ng Leung-ping with 623 points. Ben Tang is in second, behind by only 7 points. Ranked third is Alex Ho. And how did Chong Hai-hwa fare? He's in 24th position. As for Jackie Chan, he's in 62nd position. He has to work extremely hard to make it to the next round.
Only 1 out of the 4 favorites are left in the tournament. Let's see how the remaining finalist from last year, Yu Xiaoping, is doing after the break. Let's take a look at the standings for round 4. In first place is Ng Leung-ping with 460 points. Second is Zheng Waiyi with 438 points. Tong Kim-wing is third with 430 points, while Adi Chan is currently in 4th. In 5th is Fan Ronghuang, and in 6th is Chang Mei-yuk. I'm wondering what Tong Kim-wing would have to say. How about we listen to his interview?
即係連續打7鋪都冇食，最後嗰鋪啊食一鋪清日式自摸就係一般高咁樣啦，咁啊平胡咁啊115分咪攞翻300幾分咁就。
Ranked 30th, Tong Kim-wing nearly missed making the last 32. On the first day, he mistakenly calculated the 1-point chicken hand as 5 points and was left hanging by a thread. But as one of the last 32 players, this retired taxi driver is using his experience to his advantage and playing his best Mahjong ever. He finished with 127 points in 14th place and advanced into the final 16.
The pressure is on. With 32 elite Mahjong players remaining, there's no room for mistakes. But sometimes even skilled players can slip up too. A mishap during one of the games left everyone in shock. At the TV table, Japan's Shigeru Aono, Chang Hai-hwa the professional, Tong Kim-wing and Kenneth Lei are battling with intense concentration for a place in the last 16. This was the game that resulted in a simple but silly mistake. Chang Hai-hwa discarded a west tile, and Kenneth Lei declares a Kong with his 3 west. This is where he made the mistake. It's shown in the replay. Chang Hai-hwa then discards a 5 character, and then notices the problem. He forgets to draw the supplement tile, so he's short-handed. He has only 6 tiles remaining instead of 7. This has little effect on Chang Hai-hwa. Kenneth Lei has a look of disappointment on his face and mentions it to the official. Let's look at it in slow motion. Chang Hai-hwa discards a west, and Kenneth Lei has a west triplets, so he declares a Kong. Instead of drawing a supplement tile, he discards the east. This is where he made his mistake. Look at it and weep.
He could have won at least 100 points if he won that hand, but instead he could only watch someone else win the game. He's out of the competition. It was a terrible mistake on his part.
Kenneth Lei can only watch what he discards and not give out the winning tile. He'll be lucky if no one wins the hand and it ends as a draw. Unfortunately for him, there is an eventual winner, the Japanese player Shigeru Aono. Kenneth Lei is out of the competition. Now that round 4 is over, let's find out what the last 16 participants have to say.
我覺得好容易打，上季難啲。今季好似容易好多。
Another player in round 4 is Garth Nelson from Japan. Back home, he is a Mahjong computer game designer, so he knows the game very well. He also has time to discuss Chinese culture with the staff here. And when it comes to Mahjong, he says he knows everything about the game.
I think I should probably stick to my game plan for the whole tournament, which has been to go for big hands.
Of the 16 who advanced into the next round, Yu Xiaoping is one of the stars of the tournament. She was ranked 29th going into round 4 and then jumped up to 4th position to enter round 5. The players from China were a dominant force in round 4. Zhang Keqiang finished on top with 486 points. He is followed by Zhang Fan, who won a pure 1 suit and gained 300 points in that hand.
There were 2 Hong Kong ladies left among the last 16. Chanim Leng did not play well in that round, but Chang Mei-yuk showed off her killer instincts.
All right, let's look at the standings at the start of round 6. Ranked first is Alex Ho with 806 points. Tong Kim Wing is second, but is way behind in the points. In 8th place is Fang Ronghuang, who has negative points but still made it into the last 8.
So here we are with the last 8. And among them are female players from both China and Hong Kong. The TV table is spotlighting 2 Japanese players, Shigeru Aono and Kimito Kugimiya. They meet with Taiwan's Yu Xiaoping and Hong Kong's Tong Kim-wing in this session.
Now, if you're tempted to enter the 2009 competition, you can check out the website at the bottom of the screen for details.
It's time for the game to start. Yu Xiaoping has a pretty good hand. She can go for all sequences. Kimito Kugimiya is sitting opposite Shigeru Aono.
I see that Tong Kim Wing doesn't have a great hand, but he did just manage to claim a tile from his opponent.
It'll have to be an all-sequence pattern. He drew a 6 character, and that'll work with the 7 character.
He should go for the pure 1 suit bamboo, and that will give him more points.
Do you think so? He should be doing that?
Oh, he's not attempting it.
He just got rid of the 1 character. He has no use for the east and gets rid of that too.
All 4 players look to be doing an all-sequence pattern. They're playing it safe.
It won't be easy for them to score highly. Shigeru Aono makes the claim. That's good, a 5 dot. She's now waiting for a 2 or 5 bamboo to win. She's got a good chance. Let's see what Tong Kim Wing can do. 4 dot.
Yeah, he should keep that.
Yeah, of course.
A 4 character. Getting rid of the character tiles.
Doesn't need the 3 dot. She draws a red dragon and discards it immediately. 4 bamboo. He doesn't need it. He discards a 9 character.
Well, he's got his strategy.
It's Shigeru Aono's turn now. 7 dot. Doesn't need that. Yu Xiaoping. 3 bamboo gets rid of that. And then discards the 8 and 9 character tiles. Tong Kim Wing claims the 8 character. He can win with a 3, 6, or 9 character tiles. Shigeru Aono draws a 6 bamboo and is preparing to win with 5 or 8 bamboo.
Yu Xiaoping hasn't been drawing the tiles that she needs.
Yeah, it hasn't been her day.
Wow, that's a great move. He draws a 6 bamboo and is waiting to win with 7 pairs.
But he throws the 3 dot and gives the win to Tong Kim Wing. It would have been okay if he discarded the 4 bamboo instead, but that was the logical move.
Luck wasn't on his side. Tong Kim Wing is doing well today. He started off with a mediocre hand, and he still managed to win in the end. All
right, let's move on to a game in the second session. There's the two Japanese players, Kimito Kugimiya and Shigeru Aono, playing with Hong Kong's remaining female player in the last 8, Chang Mei-yuk. The other player is Lam Ho-nam.
Lam Ho-nam is an undergraduate and his ambition is to be a teacher. He said that he will continue playing Mahjong even after he starts teaching. He doesn't mind if his students tease him about it.
Oh, that's brave of him. Let's look at Lam Ho-nam. And here, he draws a 1. He has no need for that. Shigeru Aono is waiting to win with a 2 character. He draws a 9 dot and decides to change his strategy since he already has a 9 bamboo pong. He now needs a 1 character to win.
Well, I thought he'd wait for a 2 character. The good thing he changed his mind is Chang Mei-yuk has a pair of 2 characters.
She has both a 1 character and 2 character.
Oh, he draws the 5 character, and there's some hope for him.
Shigeru Aono is still waiting for the 1 character. Kimito Kugimiya gets a good tile and is now waiting for the win with a 6 or 9 bamboo. He's in trouble with that 6 character. Chang Mei-yuk wins with 7 pairs.
Good for her. The ladies are doing so well. She gets 30 points for that.
And congratulations to our representative from Hong Kong.
She did really well. Started off with only 3 pairs, a 6 and 4 bamboo and a 2 character, and then she kept drawing so many pairs that it was easy to complete the 7 pairs pattern.
It's important to have drawing luck, but unfortunately Chang Mei-yuk did not score high enough to make it to the final round. She managed only 7th place with 117 points. Okay, let's look at the rankings now for the last 4. Shigeru Aono is the leader with 372 points. In 2nd place is Tong Kim-wing with 189 points. He is one lucky guy. Lam Ho-nam is 3rd, and in 4th place is Alex Ho from the insurance industry. Those that did not qualify are Kimito Kugimiya, Fan Rong-huang, Chang Mei-yuk, and Yu Xiaoping.
So after 2 days and 7 rounds of Mahjong, World Series of Mahjong 2008 finally reaches the ultimate stage. It's an all-male final. 3 Hong Kong players, Tong Kim-wing, Alex Ho, and Lam Ho-nam, up against Japan's Shigeru Aono. It will be an exciting battle. The winner will take home $500,000 US. Do the 4 of them have the confidence to take it home?
4強已經達到目標。好，我嘅目標係想再上一層樓。 攞埋冠軍，加油！
其實我開頭目標都係諗住入32強嘅，咁而家入咗4強，我覺得係攞咩位置都係一個 bonus 嚟嘅。
麻雀王係我嘅，ファイト！絶対勝ちます。
All right, we've made it to the final round. After the first 3 hands, Tong Kim-wing has a score of 60 points. They're all fired up. Let's take a look at their tiles in the 4th hand.
Alex Ho will definitely be creating all sequences.
And he needs to be careful with what he discards. Tong Kim-wing has a pair of red dragons and has no use for the 4 characters.
Shigeru Aono draws a 4 bamboo. Will he discard the 9 character?
He could go for the character Pure 1 suit. But it's quite late in the game to change strategy. He needs time to think about it. Alex Ho is getting impatient about the delay.
He looks like he's about to fall asleep.
Tong Kim-wing is focused on his own hand. Shigeru Aono is wiping his perspiration from his brow.
This is getting exciting.
Tong Kim-wing is leading at this point. Shigeru Aono is in 2nd place, and Alex Ho finally makes a comment.
He just can't help it anymore, and he's trying to ask him to hurry up, but Shigeru Aono won't understand him.
Alex Ho continues to show his frustration. Shigeru Aono can probably decipher what he's saying and finally discards 1 out. It's the future teacher's turn. Tong Kim-wing is shaking his head. He's playing pretty cautiously as he is in the lead. He needs to keep his lead, so the 4th hand ends with a draw. Everybody seems happy with the outcome in this hand.
Yeah, everybody does seem happy with the outcome of this hand.
The three Hong Kong players are in a better position than Shigeru Aono, as they can understand each other and he can't understand them.
Well, that doesn't matter at all. My opinion is that he has the advantage as he can concentrate on his game.
And it's the Battle of the Nations, and you're watching an exciting final. But we'll be right back after the break.
又紧张又兴奋，然后又开心。我想今天晚上我可能有点睡不着，我很担心。
Tong Kim Wing is leading the pack after the first session with 172.3 points. Shigeru Aono is behind with 129 points. He won 3 of the first 8 hands, and his highest game was an all triplets for 105 points.
Our player who lost the most hands was the last of our 4 qualifiers, Alex Ho. He gave out 3 of the 8 winning tiles. Going into the second half of the session, Japanese representative Shigeru Aono begins to make a comeback, and the Hong Kong players struggle to keep up with him.
The Japanese player won 4 consecutive hands, scoring 210 points. He jumped from second to first place. In the 8th hand, Shigeru Aono scored a 10-point hand from Alex Ho. His win in the 9th hand was 5 points from Tong Kim Wing.
In the 10th hand, Lady Luck was totally on Shigeru Aono's side. Alex Ho still did not hold back and tried his luck against him. There is a Chinese saying that if you're winning, you should go for it, and if you're losing, you should know your limits. Although Alex Ho works in the insurance industry, he isn't at all cautious when it comes to Mahjong. He was extremely brave with his weak hand, yet lost 4 out of 10 hands. This is the 10th hand, and he still has not learned anything.
In the previous 2 hands, Shigeru Aono won a total of 45 points, but he is not so lucky this time. Alex Ho has already claimed the North Pong. Shigeru Aono started his hand with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters and 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. The other 2 players didn't have such good hands. Shigeru Aono claims a 7, 8, 9 character sequence and looks like he'll try for a 9-tile straight.
Let's see what Tong Kim Wing can do. He might find the 7 dot useful, should he decide to discard the bamboos.
Shigeru Aono draws a 1 dot. It doesn't help much, so he can discard either that or the 4 dot. The 4 dot is already on the table.
Alex Ho is playing a good game. He's close to winning and stands a high chance.
What about Lam Ho Nam? Nothing spectacular on his end.
Tong Kim Wing is playing defensively. He draws a 2 bamboo.
He's missing an eye. It's Alex Ho's turn. He needs a 2 dot to win, but he draws a 2 character instead. He is moving his tiles around to distract his opponents, but it's obvious he'll discard the 2 character.
Yeah, that's just part of his strategy.
Lam Ho Nam draws a 3 dot and throws out a 6 bamboo.
He's still missing some tiles and discards the south tile.
No one's getting any useful tiles. Can Alex Ho get a 2 dot?
No, it's another character tile. No dots for him. It's Shigeru Aono.
1, 4, 7 character tiles. Alex Ho was bound to lose that hand.
It seems that his luck has deserted him.
Shigeru Aono just keeps getting stronger and stronger. He's won twice in a row. That's a total score of 45 points.
Well, the rest will just have to keep on trying. Maybe they will have better luck in the next hand.
This is the 11th hand, and Alex Ho will again show off his risk-taking spirit. He continues to throw caution to the wind in this tournament.
But his score is now at negative 117 points, and he's in last place.
Whoa, he just lost again.
Well, that was quick.
That was a self-draw for Shigeru Aono, and we can see that Alex Ho doesn't look too happy about it.
Nothing is stopping Shigeru Aono. It's his game and no one else's.
We're now at the 12th hand. Lam Ho Nam has been quiet for some time now. He doesn't have a great hand. What about Alex Ho?
Yes, Lam Ho Nam needs to start playing well, as he has negative points at the moment. Only Shigeru Aono and Tong Kam Wing have positive scores.
Lam Ho Nam threw the winning tile, and he sure looks upset.
I was just about to cheer him on. Well, that was quick.
Wow, Shigeru Aono is right up there as the leader after 12 hands of play. He has 249 points and is way ahead of Tong Kim Wing's 137 points. Lam Ho Nam and Alex Ho have negative scores. Alex Ho is in last place with minus 159 points.
Well, if Alex Ho can win a big hand, then he will stand a chance of winning the tournament. I'm sure he can do it.
We'll have to go for patterns like 13 terminals or pure one suit. This is the 15th and the most exciting hand yet. Let's look at everyone's hand. Alex Ho's hand looks pretty strong, even with his current last placing.
Well, no pain, no gain, as they say. I say go for it, Alex.
Well, it is a good hand for him. He could try for the mix one suit. He just drew a 5 character and discards the 3 dot. The 8 dot doesn't help at all.
Not bad at all.
That's possibly a bamboo hand. Oh, Tong Kim Wing has already claimed the 4 dot Kong, and yet he's keeping all the bamboo tiles for himself.
That's called defensive play. He knows that his opponent needs bamboos, and so he doesn't want to give him any.
Yep, he's playing it right by trying to keep his second placing. That's also quite a large amount of money.
It's very important not to give out the winning tile.
Alex Ho is going for the big score, and he just might get it. All he needs is a Pong and a sequence.
Shigeru Aono is not doing badly either, although he hasn't been able to get rid of the west wind.
Yes, and too bad for him that Tong Kim Wing is holding that many bamboos in his hand. And Lam Ho Nam also has quite a number of them. Doesn't it seem like the Hong Kong players are colluding against him?
No, I think Lam Ho Nam just wants to win with an all sequence.
Alex Ho is doing his own thing. He drew 3 east tiles on his own.
There's no need for that north, just get rid of it.
Tong Kim Wing drew another useless tile, but if he keeps that, it'll be dangerous for him to discard it later in the game. Okay, it's Alex Ho's turn, and he doesn't need a 5 dot.
No, don't have to think about that, he just automatically throws it out.
That's already the 15th hand, and Alex Ho is in last place.
It seems that Shigeru Aono just keeps drawing all the right tiles.
Well, let's see who can win first.
I'm eager to see if he'll win again. He's not close to winning, but look, dots again. He doesn't need that.
You can see that Shigeru Aono tries really hard with his hand, and he has a lot of luck with drawing. Another bamboo. Will he discard the white dragon?
Well, yeah, that'll give him a higher score with a pure one suit, but he doesn't do that.
Of course, as he's already in the lead with that many points, he should play it safe.
Well, I'm surprised to see Tong Kim Wing throw a bamboo. I thought he would be more cautious.
He's looking to hold on to his second placing as it's close to the end. He draws an 8 character. Oh, and he throws out the east wind. He's going for the pure one suit.
Oh, wow. He seems to be going for the big score. He could have thrown out that 3 character and waited for the 7 character to win, but he didn't.
Well, that's the right way to play, as he has minus 159 points. He's actually losing to Shigeru Aono by about 400 points, and therefore he needs to go for the pure one suit to beat him.
Nothing is going well for Lam Ho Nam. His hand looks really bad, even at this point in the game.
Yup, he looks like he's given up. What luck for Alex Ho. He claims a sequence and throws out another east tile. The others should be wary, having seen him discard a pair of east tiles. I guess they know what's going on.
Yeah, by doing that, he's revealing his strategy, and everyone will start to now play cautiously. Ho Lam gets a south.
Not a character tile. Alex Ho will have to rely on himself. 8 bamboo, that's useless. That's a quick draw and a quick discard. Well, he no longer cares about his opponent's hand since he has nothing to lose.
Not a useful tile. He'd better get rid of that too.
The worst suit to draw is the character suit. The others are safe, especially the dots.
But you know, I also think they're being cautious with the bamboos. There's not many of them on the table. Now he just discarded his 3rd east tile. And that's another good tile for him.
Well, they should all be worried now. Shigeru Aono always gets good tiles with each pick. But when you have a big hand, it's more worrying, as you'll tend to go for it and might end up throwing out the winning tile. If you have a low-scoring hand, then you'll obviously play defensively.
Well, I guess that's normal. 7 dot from this end.
Wow, he managed to draw an 8 character, and that's now his eye. He can also try for a 7 character.
All of a sudden, his luck is coming back.
Shigeru Aono is also doing well.
Yep, that's another sequence for him.
This is getting exciting. He discarded the 4 bamboo and is now waiting for the 9 bamboo or the white dragon. Tong Kim Wing is holding the white dragon, but my guess is that with his experience, he'll not be giving that to anyone.
I wouldn't do that either. It'll give an extra point to the opponent.
What does he do with that? He gets rid of a bamboo. That's a lot of bamboos on hand. One can also count the number of bamboos out there.
None of them will try to win this hand if they draw a character tile in. They'll sacrifice the win for sure.
Oh, I can't believe it! He just drew in a 2 character. That's amazing!
Incredible.
He throws out the 6 character and is ready to win with a 3 character. Shigeru Aono needs to be careful. What does he do since he's waiting to win? No, that would just be too bad. He picked the 3 character. Oh no!
Oh no. This is a really big hand and it's going to help him get back on top.
The pure 1 suit is really hard to do. That was amazing. Looking back, you can see that he didn't have a great hand to start with.
Yes, but when you think about it, he made a great decision to get rid of those east tiles, and he was able to change his hand into a pure 1 suit.
This hand will change the rankings. As it is, 300 points was lost by Shigeru Aono, and Alex Ho will now move up to the top. Tong Kim Wing is not affected by it as he only goes down by 30 points. Shigeru Aono takes the biggest hit with 240 points, and therefore he goes down to last place.
I can't believe that just happened. It's terrible for Shigeru Aono, yet it's great for Alex Ho. Basically, it's just a switch between the first and last places. Who would have thought that could happen?
Absolutely. Shigeru Aono has asked for their scores to be tallied, while Alex Ho wants play to go on. Shigeru Aono is against it as he needs to know how much he's down by.
Well, you know, I do agree that Shigeru Aono is right to make that request. So anyway, there was a break while their scores were tallied, and this is how they stand currently. Alex Ho is in first place, while Tong Kim Wing takes second. Third place is Lam Ho Nam with negative points, and unfortunately for Shigeru Aono, with that big loss, he has dropped to last place.
It's now time to join the players for the last hand. Let's see what they start off with. Alex Ho is definitely looking for a quick win. Lam Ho Nam doesn't look too happy with his hand. It's probably a bad hand. Oh, wow, it's a possible 13 terminals hand.
Yes, it is. He's missing a 1 bamboo and a south wind. If he's able to win this, he will be able to take first place in a matter of seconds.
That's absolutely right. He'll be the champion. Alex Ho needs to win quickly with a minimum of 5 points.
Now he has a pair of south and a 1 bamboo, so he does stand a chance.
I don't think Shigeru Aono will have any chance of winning. Tong Kim Wing's hand looks all right too. He can go for a mixed 1 suit.
Lam Ho Nam just drew a 1 dot. Well, that's useless for the 13 terminals since he already has an eye, so he gets rid of it.
Alex Ho now has the south triplet. He discards the 6 character.
Oh, there's no way Shigeru Aono can do anything now. He must be so disappointed.
Yep, well, it really was his fault that he wasn't careful. Tong Kim Wing just needs to retain his second place. He should be happy with that. It's up to Lam Ho Nam to try and win this hand. Alex Ho is the closest to winning.
Well, it's interesting how Lam Ho Nam is able to keep his cool even with that good of a hand. Well, he's acting like he's got a terrible hand.
That may just be his poker hand to distract the opponents. Tong Kim Wing draws a 1 dot and discards the 3 character. He's not going for any big hand.
Oh, Alex Ho has won.
Oh, that was quick. He won with a 3 character.
He just wanted to stay in top place.
And here we have the final results. Alex Ho is the champion of the World Series of Mahjong 2008 tournament. Congratulations to him.
He won in such amazing style. It is totally incredible how he made a comeback from negative points to emerge as the true champion.
The champion receives $500,000 US and a necklace valued at 150,000 Hong Kong dollars.
由頭到尾都冇諗過嘅，冇諗過我自己咯，我爸爸媽媽咯，可以退休啦。
Oh boy, he sure looks happy with his prize money and the gold champion's necklace.
Yeah, he sure does. Wow, take a look at that. It's like a little Mahjong piece.
I know, it looks so cute, but actually it's worth so much money. Do you think he's going to keep it or is he going to sell it? Maybe as an investment. What do you think?
I don't know. I think I just want to wear it all the time.
And what does he plan to do with his cash prize? With property prices falling, will he be able to buy an apartment for himself?
I don't think he's planning for that, as he mentioned that he'll be giving the money to his parents for their early retirement. He won't be stopping work anytime, I don't think.
Well, that's very filial of him. With such great prizes, we should join the tournament next year.
Hey, that's a great idea, but we should do our research before that. Now, if you're interested in next year's tournament, just go to the website at the bottom of the screen for more information.
The World Series of Mahjong is now concluded. We hope to see everyone again next year.